have a task for you. Of late, there are many in this house who have come to view my authority with disdain. As such, there is need of someone unbiased by our house's history and the traditions therein. Someone such as you. We must move quickly. The Tuatha will not hold their strikes for long. Let us stop their next blow. You fail to understand. Although the Tuatha wage war with us, as they have with the Alfar, they do so by other methods. Our enemies are subtle. They target individuals, not armies. They strike at convictions, not cities. And by doing so, they can retreat to where we cannot find them. For all our years of struggle, we know only this: that our enemy is led by a Tuatha agent, Saturnin. He is the master of this shadowy coup. We cannot right now. He hides himself and covers his tracks well. But I have a lead which you will investigate with one of our delvers, Tybri. A tender, Catarak, has fled the house and killed a fellow member in doing so. I suspect Saturnin's influence, or perhaps that Catarak might be Saturnin himself. Bring Tybri to the body of Catarak's victim. Though dead, the sorrows will remain on the corpse. The sorrows can lead us to Catarak. There is a tender named Catarak who has fled our... I want you to find him and put an end to him. For if he is not Saturnin himself, then he is betraying our secrets to the Tuatha. The Prince of Sorrows once, but now, no longer. He wages a war against the Tuatha with little... Perhaps that is enough for him. But the only thing he will weaken is the house's morale. He is the agent of the Tuatha, and though he bears their allegiance, I know little of him. But of me and my house, he is not a type of foe I am familiar with. For he does not attack. The Far Kelidae they call themselves. The Faithful. They take the Fae of Winter and craft. The Tenders are those sacred few who oversee They also oversee the Midden itself. For like a... Finally, they once tended to the gallows tree. But that was before the Tuatha perverted it.
You, the Siegebreaker, walks here. Farewell.
What is it? I have felt the energies of Mithra fade to Ashara, mortal. I am glad that this business is concluded. At least the Midden will not be in danger of corruption any more than it already is. I thank you for your part in keeping it so. As payment, take this bauble. I discovered it on a body on one of your kind. May it be useful to you in your travels. Yes, yes.
Can you feel the chick? The Prismare's sentries stole the will from my house. All our strength was useless. Godfrow's voice has fallen silent in this land. The Tuatha are frightened and disorganized. They run back to Alabaster to... We owe you much. Our eyes are opened and our blades unsheathed. We are now free to press forward. And I can take you to an old friend who knows the next step. Yes, we will take you to his filthy tower on the island of Danistar. He hides within, and has not emerged in so... I would like nothing more than to let him rot there. But he knows of a way past the... But there will be more danger on the path ahead. Take these blades to prepare for whatever troubles you will face at his tower, or beyond. Far to the southwest, there is a darkened tree by the Caelid coast. Meet me there, and we can walk the shadow to the gnome's tower. Aelin Shear will be waiting there. She was most insistent to join in whatever business you have with the Collector of the Dead. Meet me at the Caelid coast. The Winter Fae know of us. We've seen Ventrinio leave the island before, and once... not too long. My people are no strangers to exile on the barren island of Danistar. It's safe so long as you keep your eyes closed. We will meet again at the shadowed tree on the Caelid coast.
So, you were the mortal. There were whispers that Bizarine had welcomed one of you amongst us. But to pick the... I forget myself. Bizarine has made his wishes clear, and we must do as he asked. I am Tybri. I have only 2 centuries to my name. I can hear them. The sorrows. Few delvers are left who can hear any sorrows at all, but never have any claim to hear them as much as... The Midden was once a sacred place for the House of Sorrows. Our bodies do not rot as mortal corpses do. Scavengers and beasts now roam the Midden. Farewell. The body is here. I must begin my work. But the magic is sure to draw the wild fae in the area. Hold them back while I commune with the sorrows. Farewell. It is done. Cadoric's sorrows left a strong impression on the corpse. He is hiding in the Siren Crypt in the Drowned Forest. You should go there, but be wary. The impression Cadoric left on the body was conflicted. Something is not right here. I will return to the house, With the beast beaten back, it should prove safe enough now. The dead do not speak lies. Cadarok, it was once a mighty fortress. But like all, for Cadarok to hide there, it makes little sense. Farewell.
Greetings. I've got plenty of supplies if you've got plenty of coin. Come back again.
Well, I expected to see a lot of things out here in Caelid, but not... I am Sergeant Odai, twice decorated officer and now civilian escort. I guess you could say that no one has called me by my given name in years. I used to be a healer, but lost my gifts when the war came. So I took up a sword. It was all I could do. We all need to... Oh, I never should have ended up here. The Ancillars saved me. They raised me as one of their own. I may not be... I have allowed 2 citizens to travel within my unit. Oh, Brune the Bard is not so bad. I cannot say the same about Alof the Hunter. Goodbye.
Hail, adventurer. I am Brune the Bard. These brave soldiers, the finest of the Alfar armies. They escorted me all the way, but there is still adventure to be had, so join me. If not, then I bid you fair warning. Your journey... Ah, yes. It has been nearly a decade since I have told... These soldiers have been of no help. Fight. So please, let me regale you with tales of the Caelid coast. I will make sure... A wise question, and a fair one. Allow me the pleasure of your company, and I will lead you through these luxurious... I had a good feeling about you. Someone who cherishes a good story. Let us proceed. Alas, there is one small problem. That area is favored by our... We must clear the spot ahead of Bolgan. It is a famous place. And they sully it with their presence. Goodbye.
Through the woods and mountainside, through the hollows and green meadow, through the summer, winter, day and night, through the hallowed halls of seasons and song, through the vengeance, pride and sorrow, echo the footfalls of the greaves of the Fey Hunter.
The House of Sorrows never forgets a debt. Stand in the pool of shadow, close your eyes, and touch the... And don't open your eyes while you're moving through the shadows, no matter what you hear.
The Tuatha are on the run. Good work. Plus, it's much more pleasant here without Gadflow bellowing at me from all corners. But enough pleasantry. Are you prepared for your reunion with Ventrinio? The notes we got from Octien say that you were employed as Ventrinio's assistant in his secret laboratory. You were with him in Alabastra when you died, but the notes weren't clear on what happened. I'm sure the two of you have so much catching up to do. Just make sure he lives long enough to get us into Alabastra. Once that's done, it's none of my business. He's a worm, but a useful one. Octien took quite a risk setting him up in secret fey paths through elemental darkness. Magic like that should be close. Of course! I'm just disappointed I never had a chance to see the original Well of Souls. I believe our new friend has a disturbing path of living shadow to offer you. By all means, be my guest.
Make it quick. This island is a perversion.
I hope you're ready for this. I believe our new friend has a disturbing path of... This island smells like death. Stay behind me. Whatever that gnome's been up to, it looks like he's... Just as Hughes thought, Ventrinio used the same wards from their old lab. This'll be quick. Follow me and be careful. The lads are coming from somewhere in here. No social visit. Keep your wits sharp.
The energy from the Well of Souls is overwhelming. Damn it! What's wrong? And why are there so many lads?
Sounds like our rat is caught in a trap. I'm sure he'd be happy to help whoever saves him. Careful, or we'll get trapped up there too. Here's where we part ways. I'll stop the lads at the stairwell. You get upstairs and retrieve Ventrinio. Shouldn't be hard to find him. Keep moving up and follow the cowardly shrieking. I'll hold this staircase. Move!
A new source of power? What sort of nonsense is this? If anything had come in here, my detection spells would have... Wait. Who's down there? Show yourself. Damn it all! I don't care who you are. Get up here! He's stabilizing the well. What I get for using all those soldiers. I never should have let them keep their swords. When you get up here,
Try not to look directly into the well. It can be a little upsetting. Starts to collapse. Your time, gods damn it! Ever since the Balor was defeated, the Chaos magic sent the well off its alignment. You show up, and now the Laz are... What? It's you? You're alive! But I saw you die! I'm Ventrinio, of course. Don't you remember? You were my assistant here at the Well of Souls. You were going to help me change the world. But of course, that was before you died. It was terrible. You were the best assistant I ever had. Who else could have helped me get into Alabastra? Who else had that ambition? We got more than enough Prismere, but you wanted to track down the power source, even if it meant sneaking right onto Gadflow's nose. I spent days trying to recover your body, but I never expected to find you alive. Or for you to return. Speaking of which, how did you return anyway? Of course you did. You went there to steal Prismere to power the well, and you wanted to go after the source of the Prismere itself. You went off, geared for war, sneaking into Baal itself. You damned fool! I had a better chance of bringing you back from the dead than I had of changing your mind. But I wasn't able to do either. What? That's impossible. You were attuned at this well. You've never even set foot in his land. Hughes is a joke. He doesn't have the stomach for this work. Don't try waking the dead if you're not ready to make a few corpses, I say. But the coming down around us. Quick! I've got to slow the energy and shut this thing down. And don't... Oh, damn it all. Here they come. Hold them off. The Laz are here. Hold them off while I try to stop the flow of energy to the well. There. That's it. I think.
There you are. Get up. Get up, you miserable worm. We've got a job for you.
A job? Do you know who I am? Do you know what I do here? This is the Well of Souls. All my work gone. Damn it all! But at least we're still alive. Once again, I triumph over death itself. Going back into Alabastra. Well, I still have a way in, but it's more dangerous now than the last time we went. I'll need more Prismere if I'm to rebuild the well. And I suppose I owe you something for saving my life. Perhaps this talisman can help you. It's a little something I salvaged from the debris. It might just help against whatever killed you the first time. We got in with a little help, of course. See, it's all because of Callus Dren, the defender of pride. In his house, no one can stand before him. None can even approach, unless you have my little secret. One person might be able to, but not a whole army. Probably not even 2 people now that the Tuatha are gathering there. No, this is a strictly solitary solution. But first I'm going to have to dig it out of the rubble of the tower. Go to the field of Huber, and I'll meet you there. And if you value your new life, do not approach Dren. Just go to the field of Huber and wait for me. I'll meet you down there once I can find this damned essence. I know the type. Lucky youth, peaked early. I'm impressed you dragged him away from that bottle, but I wouldn't expect him to do. You mean your deadly little shadow? I know her type. All smiles now. Octien. The man lacked vision. Can you believe all? Still, he wasn't squeamish about what had to be. Gadflow's got an empire built on Prismere. Think of all the power he's sitting on. And he's wasting it on a horrible, messy, ugly place. Too dark to keep bodies preserved and too hot to keep them from stinking. Oh, to be back in a cave and arrogant fools, all of them. At least we could sneak past them when they were overconfident. Now that the army's at their gate... My name is Ventrinio Dessalini, and of course, that was all before I began work on the Well of Souls. Such an important undertaking doesn't leave much time for... He wasn't fit to hold my crucible, much less carry on. I can't imagine the reason you came back in his well instead of mine. Probably some freak attunement. Get going, and remember, don't go near Dren until I get there.
You took quite a tumble from the tower.
Go, go.
Hey.
Excellent work. You are clearly much more proficient in the ways of war than most visitors of the Kaled coast, even the soldiers. It would be my great the rising sun, a lingering fog. Somewhere in the forest are screams, the cries of battle. It is here on this spot where the Bolgan drew first blood. Killing Lord Erengastir is... Let us move on, shall we? And if you don't mind, there are more beasts to attend to. The Bolgan have infested the entire area around Castle Gastir, my old home. Destroy them. Free the area around Castle Gastir from Bolgan, and we can continue on. Goodbye.
The Tuatha have forced their war upon us. They eagerly cut through mortal flesh and mortal bone, and as a reminder of their butchery, they display these mortal corpses throughout the land, turning sanctity into putrescence. The bodies remain on our ground and on our gallows tree, bloated and corrupt.
Hey, what are you doing out here? Do I know you? I fought with Captain Gastir at Melsen Shear. Maybe we spent a few skirmishes. Bye.
The hunter runs. The hunter runs. Swiftly, swiftly for our lives. A mortal skirt of chain. A mesh of links forged in secret. The hunter runs. The hunter runs. In the tosses of the Fey Hunter.
You have done it. You have rid the gates of the Bolgan. As promised, I have another tale to be told. The very first Eren Gastir arrived here generations ago from Mel Senshir, before the final tower was raised, when the great giants of Cluracan were but saplings. On that very first morning of his arrival, while the sun ascended the sky, Gastir scaled the heights and saw below him the great keep of the merchant Ancilla. Gastir could not bear such an intrusion on his new ancestral homeland, and swore an oath. By right of mine, and sword in hand, I will not forsake our... Now that you've seen Castle Gastir, we should move on to the final stop on our journey. The last thing I want to show you is near the coast, on the cliffs overlooking the sea. It's the best story yet. But again, Brune was the name given to... Long ago, I was the court bar... Goodbye. There, you've cleansed this place of the Bolgan. I shall tell you the last tale, the best of the lot. Believe me, these cliffs were made for my story. I will read it, and I will finally know if what my mother told me was true. My mother never wanted his kingdom. She only wanted his love. That letter has haunted me for 10 years. Friends, I'm not sure where to look for Father's letter. Father, strange, the castle. That would make some sense, wouldn't it? I'll be back at camp. I remember my father having a chest near his throne. I always assumed it was where he kept his mother's personal possessions. The wonderful, without these good hearty folk, and Lord Aaron Gastier was a very wealthy, this left percent, and so the Bolgan came and conquered. The houses fell before them. Goodbye. Castle Gastier was once a glorious place. I spent many nights in its highest tower. Goodbye.
this time, I'd just assumed Enodon had abandoned me, that there was no justice left in this world. But here before me stands the hero of Melsenshire, in the skin, fresh from the Baelor's bloodying, and it appears my prayers have been answered. Tell me, how much goodwill do you have left, honored one? A Tuatha priest named Rasanon has captured this keep. I am sworn to destroy him, for it was he who deposed House... For 10 long years he has lived as a lord, hiding high in the royal quarters where none can reach him. At least, not without help. You see, I am Hilared Gastir, descendant of Lord Aaron Gastir and last of my family line. This castle and all within it, my great-great-grandfather built this keep. You can still find the one stone resting where he laid it in the courtyard. We spent 4 generations in these hallowed halls. Then the Bolgan came, followed by their Tuatha masters. Rasanon was the worst of them. He murdered my mother and now sleeps in my family's chambers. You will be rewarded, my friend. We Gastiers have come. Rasanon knows I cannot pass through his gauntlet alone, but together I am a captain under what is left of General However, my quest for justice means more to me than any victory. I have left... It has stood here on the Kaled coast for centuries. I grew up behind the walls of this stronghold when the Tuatha... I have devoted my entire life to... Yes, I remember Brune. He was kind, silly. I wonder how he fares now. Were you not told the stories as... It is my life's work to make him answer for his crimes. The castle... Then I will have my revenge. But hurry. Not far now. Let's go. Not far now. didn't even seem to remember me. I've given my life to finding and killing Rassilon, and he probably didn't even understand why. But now the quest is ended, here, at home. I want you to have everything of mine as a reward, and to help. Now go. I need rest. I deserve rest. These old halls have been held too long by the Bolgan. Castle Gestir has... My days of blades and battles are behind me. With the aid of people like you, I shall Goodbye.
fledgling hunter by the looks of it. Don't you know this is Bolgan country? Those red... I've slain many on my hunt for Chernobyl. The scars don't give me away. Ha! You're probably the first person who... As for why I am here in this muggy puddle of piss, I intend to come... But first he must be summoned, for he won't just face any foe, you know. Only though... Ha! You're certainly welcome to try, but Chernobog will only battle those who can prove their ferocity. It is his... If you can collect the eyes of 10 Bolgans, then you are clearly a warrior who deserves a reckoning. Set the eyes upon... By offering the bloodthirsty beast the eyes of 10... Once you place that bloody offering on the pedestal and light the war fires, the ugly brute will emerge. Ha! My hunts are the stuff of legend. Not even that. And now I intend to claim Chernobog, the Bolgan champion, as my greatest trophy. I've travelled the world and hunted all manner of beasts. Krang the Etin, I slew him, as I did the Fist of Corthis and the clan of Craddock elders in Gallifore. Goodbye.
Hello. You have gone through much to bring me this, only to watch it destroyed. But it must be done. You understand? This letter proves that I am an heir to Gastir, and an heir to his heartlessness. You are my friend. You may not agree, but that is what I choose to believe. You have helped me more than anyone has. I will remember you. I hope you will remember. She may be the only one true. I try not to think of her as a sister. It makes me... Goodbye.
If you need anything, just say the word. Farewell.
Obtaining 10 Bolgan eyes is no small feat. Goodbye.
like the gilded ghosts of youth. The curving plates of fey-like scrolls decorate the life's guard of this impostor. It says, "I am like you, Fey Spirit," and shimmers with a brilliant gleam. This cuirass of the Fey Hunter.
You do not think Captain Gastier is related to the Royal Gastiers, do you? Would that not—
Don't be afraid. I know who you are. Welcome to my camp. I am Captain Droon Ancilla, great-great-grandson of Clary Ancilla, and heir to the Caelid coast. Unlike the Tuatha, I am a gracious host. Please, come, warm yourself at our fire. Anything we have to offer is yours. I fought countless battles and survived an interminable siege to return to my native land. Nostalgia does not drive me. I am here for what's rightfully mine. But taking my place on the throne will not be easy. Before he died, my father hid the symbols of his station so they would not be stolen. I speak of the famous Seal of Ancilla and the verdant blades, my father's royal medallion and war chakrams. Without them, I am nothing but a soldier. Caelid was once a lush, vibrant domain, ruled by my father and his brother Port. Of course, the Gastier family was constantly claiming the land as their own, going so far as to build— The seal was forged by my great-great-grandmother, the first Clary Ancilla, mother of the Caelid nobles. She crafted it herself from scarab salts. The verdant blades belonged to my father. He used them in the many battles fought to secure our borders. They have no I was hoping you'd volunteer. Getting the heirlooms will be a challenge. You see, they are held in a family lockbox, the key to which is— As for the key, I made a mistake. I was young, foolish. The night before— Her name is Hilared Gastier. Yes, a Gastier, the sworn enemy of House Ancilla. It was a gesture. I meant to show her what she meant to me. But now, if you can convince Hilared to give you the key, you will need to retrieve the items from the lock. The last I saw of Hilared was at the Battle of Mel Senshir. Try checking her family's keep, Castle Gastier. She would likely go there. Goodbye.
Every night the forest closes in. We have to keep—
Blessed Lyria, I know you. That's right. The last time I saw you was when you dangled from the Baelor like a drop of spittle on a Bolgan's chin. Mercy! Let me guess. The army has you out here on a special mission? Really? You know where we are, don't you? This is the Caelid coast, land of the Alfar lords. Ancilla and Gastier, the Southern Lights, the Lady's Children? You really don't know, do you? They're a collection of frond leaf dolls, very rare, very valuable. Legend says they were lost in the invasion. I'd go out in search of them, but old Lady Clary was the last bride of House Ancilla. Her only love was a collection of dolls, a love that bordered on obsession. She took them everywhere, gave them names, and even slept with them at night. Most scholars believe that the lady's children, as they came to be called, you would do that? Even with all the other, more pressing matters at hand? Legend says that the dolls were last seen in Lady Ancilla's hands when her family was murdered. So I'd try the Ancilla ruins, and...
This old keep will need some sprucing up, but at least Racinon's brutes will no longer decorate the halls. Did you say the Ancilla key? Why, yes, of course I have it. In 10 years, I've never let it leave my sight. Are you saying that Droon is alive? That he's here? Wait, this could be a trick. How do I know you're not here to seize the Gastier domain just as I'm about to win it back? Droon, I'd never forget. Our families stoked such hate. But I could never hate Droon. He was the reason I wanted to survive the Bolgan, to come back, start over. Take the key, give it to Droon. Send him good wishes. Perhaps when all of this is over, he and I can resume our friendship. I knew a Droon Ancilla years ago, but that was another life, and I was another person. Farewell.
there. You must help me. There isn't much time. I'm the last one. The others... My name is Finn, General Finn of Tilera's army. My men and I were part of a unit called the Ariod we were securing the dungeons of Castle Ancilla when it happened. A band of Tuatha marched in and claimed the keep as a defensive position. We got caught in the middle. I tried to get us out, but we were surrounded, trapped. That fool Private Gottlieb shoved me down the refuse pipe. It's how I broke my leg. That's all I remember. I'm not entirely sure. Things happened fast. But it appears that the Tuatha are planning to form a hasty defense here to fight our progress in the Caelid coast. If they can keep us occupied here, it will give them time to prepare a strong counterattack in the south, near Moondown Hill, and deep into central Alabastra. You're a brave soul. Warriors like you must have made the difference in Melsenshir. I wasn't there, but I heard it was quite the battle. The gates to Ancilla are chained and defended, but you can slip in undetected through the refuse pipe. You won't enjoy it, but it's a direct route. Find Private Gottlieb. I have a feeling he's the last one alive. I still hope, but I have no illusions about what you'll find. You can slip past the castle's defenses by climbing in through the refuse pipe. I can tell you from experience, my men and I were handpicked. Ancilla was the key to the Caelid coast, a fortress overlooking an ancient ruin, once home to the great Alfar royals of House Ancilla. But any honor it once housed has been tarnished by the Tuatha inside. Their cruelty is in... The estate of Lady Clary Ancilla once stretched all the way from the Caelid coast north to Cursewood. That is a long story. You may have met Captain Droon Ancilla. He is the last My parents were wealthy merchants in Rathir. People who did not... For years I fought against the Tuatha and their corrupt, maddening ways. We had them... See you soon. Isn't much time.
The strength of contempt, fear, and hate courses through the rushing veins to the very fingertips. The instruments of war are readied, light in the grip, and machinations of the gauntlets of the Fey Hunter.
Run!
Did you hear that? We feel the glare of a silver raptor, a furrowed brow,
Eyes that pierce the veil. We see the scowling in...
By the gods, it was horrible. He killed them all, and nothing could stop him. It was Dren, that freak who guards the House of Pride. He told us to leave, but we thought we could beat him. He's just one Fae, and not even a Tuatha, but nothing hurt him, and he slaughtered us all. The worst thing was, he seemed sorry to kill us. We'd heard the legends of Dren the Bloody, unbeatable defender of the House of Pride, but you know how Fae are with their stories. We were going to be the ones who beat him, and opened the path to... Then Dren told us to turn around or we'd die. And gods help us, we didn't turn around. That's what we thought too. But if anyone can do it, it'd be you.
Damn it! I told them not to try anything until we arrived. This wouldn't be related to Aylin and her friend coming down that road, would it? If you were anyone else, I'd try to stop you. As it is, I'll just wish you good luck. This can't end here.
Sometimes one soldier can do what an entire army cannot.
You haven't tried approaching, have you? No, of course you haven't. You're still alive. This took a little longer to find than I had hoped. But Dren had a twin in the Summer Court. Dith, the Defender of Valor. They were both entirely immune to each other's power. She faded when the House of Valor fell, but my early experiments with the Well of Souls provided a quite useful little surprise. You see, when trying to draw life energy from the ether, I captured her essence and bound it into this charm. With this, you will be immune to Dren's power. It's not as powerful as it used to be, and it's specific to Dren. But it'll let you face him and live. Now, be fair. Fae don't have souls as mortals do. They're a form of magic with a physical form. And I only got a little of it anyway. Just enough for a certain degree of immunity to Dren's power. It only works for one person, but it'll be enough for you to reach him. Trouble is, he'll be immune to your power as well. But I'm sure you can think of something. With the essence of valor, you can withstand Dren's attacks. Stop being such a child and go face the Well of Souls as a noble project. And they will continue to die. How many have died in this war? Thousands. The bodies are shoulder deep in the battlefields. You don't remember it? Well, why? You're not the type to hold a grudge, right? You were my assistant in the well, and a damned good one at that. I didn't know anything about you before you worked for me. And I knew better than to ask. You didn't like talking about yourself. Actually, you didn't like much of anything. Honestly, but you've changed. I can tell. Before you died, you would never have been... Oh, speaking of which, you left this in your room before you died. Take it, take it. We were in Alabastra, and I never thought it'd be dangerous. Oh, don't give me that look. Accidents happen. You can't make... Fine. We were collecting Prismere and Alabastra. I tried to stop you. I really did. But you decided to sneak into Amethyst, and I wasn't about to get... I spent days trying to get your corpse back, but to no avail. Much as I hate to admit, partial successes at best. They named them after an old nursery rhyme. Damn things are always moaning all the time. I thought it might shut them up to give them a name. We needed tremendous quantities of Prismere to fuel the well. but it's almost unheard of outside of Amalur. I had no idea what a treasure I had when I first caught this. What a pleasant surprise that she could be of use to someone after all. Now, go show that defender what a little magic can do.
Turn back or die. Then you shall die like the others before you. I made an oath to protect my house and my homeland. No power short of death can keep me from... I know your intentions are to free my people from the Tuatha. You seem an honorable sort. You even bear the blessing of my sister. But I have sworn an oath to defend my house and homeland. I cannot let... If only things could be different. If only the Tuatha were gone and my sister was back. Fight each other until the mountains wear away, but that will aid nothing. My sister and I were chosen to protect our kind. So long as our houses stood, the Fae would never pass from this world. I in pride, and she in valor. We never imagined that our houses could crumble beneath our feet. Mortals led to the collapse of my sister's house, but with Gadflow's help, he maintained pride with his Prismere and his obscene god. But it will keep us eternal. Before I knew the truth of Tuatha, I swore to keep my homeland safe from... I could never have known what my people would become. Fae never change, and Pride's honor never yields. I cannot yield, but if your true intent is to stop Gadflow, then perhaps there is a way my house... If you would promise to spare the House of Pride, then we could put aside our powers and have an honest battle. Win, and your army may pass. I thank you. Destroy the Tuatha in my house and the hateful witch knight Myrna. Then we can be free. Now release my sister's essence, and I shall relent my own powers. Let us face each other as equals, and see who is true.
You did it! You actually beat... Guess I owe Ventrinio a drink. A promise is a promise, and the Witch Knights of Pride would be... I'll send a few soldiers along to help. Meanwhile, I'll get the other troops ready to move into Alabastra once that gate... The gate to Alabastra's still closed, and we can't open it without the House of Pride's help. Clean out the Tuatha. I won't lie. Still can't shake the feeling that she's hiding. Probably. Get that gate open, and the army will be ready to go.
And he was not alone. Like the weave unraveling, the Tuatha now tainted the purity of Mathon's court. These new immortals, the Tuatha Daon, were no longer the solemn Fae of the East. Their essences twisted into a ravenous host, unsettled, unnatured. From the nothing of winter came Godflow's malice.
Everyone says you're
Wait! You're not that I've done anything wrong, mind you. I just Private Elia Madmere reporting for duty. Oh, listen, I've got some useful skills to trade if you're willing to keep my little secret hushed. Lockpicking for your silence. It's a talent, really. A sleight of hand trick. Been in the service for 3 years, and it's been so... You all silly, isn't it? I know I do. Bye!
Stay. It's your funeral. I would not go bold. Oh, Captain if you get a chance to speak to Aloth the Hunter... Oh, Captain Ancilla will get a... I volunteered to come on the Caelid Coast expedition.
I came back to retrieve that letter. Now that... Farewell. I came back to retrieve that letter. Now that I have proof of my past, I can... Farewell.
I am Coriolia Scathe, head surgeon here in Melsenshire. Do you require healing? Farewell.
I just want to go home.
I am Megan, nurse to the wounded soldiers of the Alpha. How can I help you? Stay safe.
You're already dead. Nothing but another corpse, just like me. Another body for the feast. She's here, you know. Death. I've seen her. She's like a big fat crow come to eat. Please, don't let her eat my eyes. Oh, she's a great dark crow with a fat. We're all beggars. Dead already. But you're no beggar at all. You're the scarecrow, aren't you? Shoo, death! I can see it, all around you. You're not like I am. I dream of her. Don't let her take me there, please. Don't let her open me up. I don't want to see what's in... That's where she keeps her nest. We don't go there. It's dangerous. Don't go. You won't... Don't leave me.
Well, you bent me over the anvil right proper. Stay safe.
Greater, we would have been lost if not for you and Bell.
Head up.